Oh, wait.
It's freezing in here.
What's going on, YouTube? It's me, Tiffany, and I'm here with my co-host, Tanea.
Hey guys.
And we are back with an all-new Power review.
The last Power review of this year. That's it. It's over. This is the last one.
Listen, before we start this, we just got to talk about some things. Okay, the first thing that we have to talk about is, well, I just want to say that originally me and Tanea planned on starting this video out screaming, but I literally just took so long to get my notes together that we've calmed down some, because when this episode went off,
Jesus,
me, Tanea, and my friend Simone, we all just screamed. We hollered. We hollered for like a minute straight. We all were like, ah! Like,
let me tell you,
oh!
this other reason that I really don't like to watch TV.
Oh my God.
Because I don't like getting this riled up over something that's not even real. Like, that's my whole thing. Like, this is not a real family. This is not a real life thing. And I'm so deep in it. It's crazy.
The other thing is, the whole time I was watching it, I just kept on saying, wow. Congratulations, Courtney. Congratulations to the writers of Power, because this is how you do a fucking season finale.
It's amazing.
This is what I'm talking about. And even though everything didn't go the way I liked, this was
a bomb.
Wow.
Oh my God, because the thing is, like, so many things happened, right? Like,
it was like every scene.
So many satisfying moments because you really touched everything and really tied up some loose ends for us throughout the whole thing.
Right.
But then you also left us in a state of, well, what the fuck?
What are we
about to happen?
Well,
because why are we getting into? I gotta calm down. Why are we getting into this? Because we just got out of this.
It's like, oh my God! Every time we made an exit, we was right back at it.
It's some bullshit.
Damn! It was like every time it felt like, okay, this part is solved.
Woo!
Damn!
Like, literally,
here comes the next fucking problem.
I was like, whoo! Yes, I'm happy to. Oh no! Like,
this is how you do a scene. My mind is blown. Like, y'all blew my mind. Like, Power.
It's amazing. You really did a great job.
Power is the Beyonce of shows. I don't give a
really did
fuck.
a great job.
Power is the Beyonce of shows.
You can definitely say that. I'll give you that.
No, but the thing is, no, we got to think of somebody who's like the underdog, but they really are the best at it.
Y'all are definitely the God damn it. Y'all the Big Sean.
Definitely.
Y'all
definitely.
Because I don't know why, but people do not want to give Big Sean all his props. When literally Big Sean is fire on every single thing that he does. Somebody else's shit, he's fire on.
Right.
On his shit, he's double fire. Like, he looks good all the time. So it's just like, but it's just like people still won't play him on that pedestal of being like the bomb.
Right, and
like,
just to piggyback off what she already said, what she said was perfect. Like, Big Sean is literally perfect.
One of the best rappers.
He's one of the best rappers.
Now.
He's handsome. He's a nice guy. He's so fucking cool.
He has nice
teeth. Everybody, and it's just like, even though you know he's there, it's just like you won't give him a fucking try.
Yeah, or like you're always like, oh, let me see if this, like, no, go straight to Big Sean.
And you also won't go the extra mile. That's the thing about Power.
Right.
Some people, and I ain't mad, some people are not willing to go the extra mile and get stars just for Power, because some of the movies that come on Stars, you can see them on HBO and everything, but it's like, it don't matter if you got HBO, you got Cinemax, it don't matter. If you don't have Stars, you can't see Power.
Let me tell you.
People won't make that extra leap.
If let's say I would have had the whole full package, the first season of Power.
Right.
And then when Power went off, my Stars went away. I would have made sure I had Power again for when it came on again, and then I would have got rid of that shit.
Some people do that.
Later. That would be me.
Some people do that.
I need Stars for right now.
I guarantee it's going to be so many canceled subscriptions tomorrow.
I know.
You gotta know it. So, listen, I just had to give Power their props before I get into this review.
Oh my god. It was
wow.
Oh my god. I'm not going to get into it yet, but at one point of the show, literally me, Simone, and Tiffany were like clapping.
We couldn't get over it. Like honestly, like think about the big that happened. That shit happened like fucking 20 minutes into it. Like we didn't even have to. That's the other thing about Power. Actually, the episode before could always be the actual season finale, but Courtney somehow drags 2 more episodes out, and she just makes it crazy. And some of the scenes that happen in the first 10 minutes are some shows' season finale.
That's like, the thing. And you know what? Another thing about it is, even because if you notice, like in some season finales of other shows, it's just like it's good, it's good, it's good. Oh my god, amazing cliffhanger! Right. Or then it's like, alright, we're gonna put all this action in, but it's gonna be phony and bullshit. Right. And then it's gonna be like, oh my god, that's what happened for real. But then you have like Power, which has like you fucking jumping, running, walking, and pacing, literally from like the first 7 minutes of the start of the show. And it's like the feeling is it's climatic. Like you keep on going up with like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? It's never just like mellow, like
there's
a mellow ride.
Smooth part. There's no smooth part.
You know what this ride feels? I mean, what this feels like? You remember that ride at King's Dominion? What? That newer one where it's like the race car,
the Intimidator.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That's the show. Like, and y'all just did the drop.
Definitely.
Free falling. Like,
I actually, thank God, because it's crazy. I've been ranting and raving about how Comcast always screws us over, and they show the episode early, and then everybody sees it, and then they tweet spoilers and Facebook them and Instagram. So this week I didn't get on social media at all, other than me just blind tweeting. I didn't look at my timeline, and I went to go watch the episode early so that we could record it, and it wasn't fucking available. My sister actually told me first. She was like, oh my god, I went to watch Power earlier, and it won't let me. It keeps saying I can only record it. So I started panicking, like, oh my god, if we don't see it, when are we going to do this fucking review? We're going to have to do 2 shows tomorrow. Today's going to act crazy because it's my day.
I'm tired.
I was stressed the fuck out, but I ended up going on the Stars app. So our Power finale went nothing like we thought. Like, we were supposed to have a party. We ended up not being able to have a party because our grandmother was in town, and that means we couldn't turn up. And by the time we found out that she might not be coming, it was too late, and we were supposed to watch it earlier, and it's later, but I can't. I'm actually glad because me and Tanea, after this, we'll have time to go to the store and be back by the time Power actually comes on and we get the live tweet.
This is gonna be bomb.
I'm excited. So let's just get into this. Oh, but what I did want to say is this lovely shirt that I'm wearing. I have our new The Show shirts. They are actually on sale right now.
This is a plug.
I'm gonna leave the address, the web address for you to be able to purchase them. They come in black and white as of now, so make sure you get your The Show shirts while they're out, because they're going quick. Okay,
yes, they are.
Better than Tanea's cornbread.
What?
Sorry. So we are on episode 310. It's the Right Decision. I think that was the name of it. Yeah, it's the right, which is crazy because we remember, well, J Miller fans, we all remember where that shit came from. But the Power season finale. So the first thing that I want to say before I even start this is only one thing was missing out of this finale. Where's Keisha?
Like,
Keisha wasn't even mentioned.
Like, y'all keep playing with us. Y'all know that we've put an APB out on Twitter. It is a hashtag, Where's Keisha?
Where's Keisha?
We
Courtney?
still need to know.
How could you make us go into season 4?
A search party.
That's alright though. That's alright, cause I got an idea. I'll tell y'all off camera. I'm not gonna tell y'all on camera.
Next episode 4, that is a good coming back. That's what I meant. Season 4 is a good coming back shot of Lakeisha like chilling on the beach with her son, and she gets the call from Tommy like, "You can come back now.
Right,
we've done it." Like something like that. Like I'm hoping that's what's about to go on. So
you know what? FYI, just in case y'all are watching this, Courtney and the writers, I think that y'all should tell Lala that she should kind of keep her being on set on the low because which we all like, because I'm a big fan of hers. She'll snap like on my way to the set of Power. Don't tell her, don't do that, because if she do that, we won't know she's still alive.
Because they'll show a fucking. You act like they won't show a fucking.
They don't need flashbacks.
Her fucking neck off.
Well, true, they will show her.
Like I don't want to see that.
She could be stuffed up.
I want to see her alive. Right.
All right. So getting into this episode, the episode starts out with Greg looking for fucking Ruiz. Like he's looking for Ruiz. He's waiting in this spot and he's like, where the hell is Ruiz at? Ruiz was supposed to have been there. Remember, he was supposed to be wearing the wire for Greg and meeting up with him later. He gets a call and he gets to the scene where he finds out that Ruiz is actually dead. Ruiz is dead. Rest in peace to Ruiz. I feel like that we didn't celebrate him. I mean, we didn't talk about his death enough because I was watching, I think it might have been like a video on him or he was tweeting about it or something. But he was really like well loved on, on set. And it's like, good. Even though we all be like, yeah, his ass is dead, they actually knew he was like a family member. Like that's not going to be around as much.
Sad.
So it's really sad. But why did I put this?
What?
Okay, I got it. Okay, so he gets there. He gets to the scene. He's talking to the police officers. The police officer is actually kind of looking at him like, oh my God, I hate the feds. I'm annoyed. And this is off the record. Like, something's not...
Right, this ain't right.
Something's not right about this. Something's not adding up about this. Greg's kind of just shush him off and look at him. And he's like, okay, well, let me look at him real quick. He gets to Greg. He takes off the little recording device button. And, he's like basically like, hey, I won. Like I got the recorder so I can find out, at least if he's dead, I can find out what the hell happened. Whole time Ghost is actually watching his ass because he knows that Ruiz is dead and he knows that when Ruiz died, he had on that goddamn button and Tommy was running his goddamn mouth. So also it's kind of starting to look like Greg might get in trouble. Did the black guy show up? No, the black guy didn't show up right there. Yeah, but Greg might be getting in trouble. That's what it's starting to look like. So Ghost calls Angie and he's just like, is there anything you need to tell me? Are they looking into my name or anything? He just, after he see this shit with Greg and Ruiz go down, he's just kind of like, what the fuck is going on? And he don't trust Angie. And he tells her like, I don't trust you. I don't trust that you would tell me if some shit was going down. And she's like, look, whatever. I don't even fuck with you right now, but I'll check into it when I get the fuck in there. And I'm just like, I can see where Jamila is going this episode. Like, I could just feel it in the fucking beginning. So anyway, Greg calls the Federales. He gets back to the office. He calls the Federales. And, he calls to find out about...
I'm thinking about the end of Power and this sad about it.
Right. He was calling about... You was telling me. He was calling about the...
So with the Federales, he called and just... to get some information on the person who gave the tip about Lobos.
So he was basically checking. Was he checking up on Mike?
I think he was just just checking up on anything, just to see, because I think he was looking through the Lobos file and he saw the name, so
right, and he was looking at a number too.
Yeah.
So anyway, they basically, the Federales tell him like, we can get that information, we can't right now, we'll call you back. So then the black guy comes in and he basically tells him, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Ruiz is dead. We didn't even know that you were using Ruiz. You better fucking find a good enough reason for us not to fire you. You better find a good enough reason for them not to fire both of us. Because I'm covering your stupid ass and I don't even know what the fuck is going on.
Right.
So Greg is just thinking like, I know I got the answers. I just got to figure out how I can get him out there without looking like a total fucking loser, lame maniac. And so he makes a phone call. We don't know who he makes his phone call to, but he just basically says, you know, can we meet up? I was thinking it was gonna be Medina, but it wasn't fucking Medina. So then we get to Ghost, and Ghost is talking to Proctor, and he's basically telling Proctor what went down with the recording, and Proctor's like choking on his fucking
hell
match.
yeah, like nigga, you gotta go to jail.
What
bitch.
do you mean? Like, why do you do these things to me? What do you?
Basically,
what's wrong with you? You're always fucking up. Won't you just start putting out a group text?
That was the funniest line.
Just prepare us, please.
That was the funniest line of the night. How about you just start a group chat and you send all the fucked up shit that you do to it? Like,
so basically, you know, he's telling him, well, I'm not only your lawyer, I'm also Tommy's lawyer, so this isn't going to work out if I'm. So he's like, well, I don't give a fuck. I'm paying you, so you better take me before you take any fucking body. And he's just like, look, the whole thing is that Tommy's going to get arrested, okay?
Right.
That's Tommy's voice. It's no way the fuck around it. He's going to get arrested, and when he does, it's not looking good for you, okay? That's all I can tell you. I love Proctor. Yeah, I love little men because they got that little man syndrome, so they just so little and aggressive.
And yeah, they're like real direct.
Mm-hmm. Right. So then we get back to Sax, and Sax is so crazy because Sax and Angie are in the kitchen, and they look like they're getting breakfast or whatever. And as soon as Sax took his stuff out, we was like, "What some fucking white people shit is he eating?"
Yo, white people will eat a fucking warmed up burrito quick.
But wait, instantly I was like, "See, that's that ignorant shit that I said I need to stop saying." And then Angie's like, "You're actually gonna eat that?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm not ignorant." Woo! Okay, so anyway, they're just having regular old Kiki, and Sax mentions Ruiz being dead, and Angie's like, "What? Wait, what?" He's like, "Yeah,"
because she acts like, "Oh, whatever happened to Ruiz?"
Right. And the thing is, something clicked in her head because she's like, "Okay, well, is that why Ghost called me? Like, did Jamie kill him? Like, what?" Cool. So he's just looking all crazy and confused, and you know, fucking Sax is being creepy, asking does she want any of his food, whatever. Then we get to Karen Bassett, and you know, she's basically they're basically just closing up loose ends about the party, and she's looking forward to working with him. Meanwhile, security is kind of just, you know, looking in on him, checking in, making sure, seeing what he's doing, because they're supposed to be killing his ass soon.
Right.
Then they show Milan, they show Tatiana in the corner. It's just weird. Like, it's just weird in the
club.
club, but Karen's on board, so that's all the fuck that matters. This party needs to go smooth fucking sailing. You remember the damn party from season 1 when Holly got fucking shot and everything just got ruined? He stayed losing his deals. God damn it. All he wants to do is run a successful club. It makes me so sad. Right. That's all he wants. Yeah. He just wants to be legit.
That's it. That's all he wants.
That's all he wants. He wants to be a better person.
Right. I don't understand why people are stopping him from doing it.
So anyway, we get to Milan, and Milan is telling Tommy the plan. Mm-hmm. Is he telling Tommy, or is he telling? No, he's telling Tommy, and he's basically telling Tommy. Wait, this was when he was shopping in the night.
Yeah, he's basically saying when we can't kill Ghost yet because we want the deal to go through, and so he's like, but when we do kill Ghost, I want you to be there to pull the trigger.
Right. Okay. I had to get myself together. So basically what Tanea said, but he's like, we just need for him to sign it, and then as soon as he signs it, we can kill him, and then we can go ahead with the Operation Sell Drugs in the club. And Tommy's like, well, if Ghost is dead, doesn't that mean Karen's gone? And he's like, no, because she actually seems like she's digging Dre. So this actually might work out. And he's like, I don't understand why. And he's like, yeah, people probably wouldn't understand why I fuck with you either, but here we are. And it's instantly, you know, I didn't pay attention, but when I went back, I was like, how the fuck is that gonna work if Ghost is dead? And then I was like, but I still don't think she would just follow up with Dre. Like, I mean, Dre's cool and all, but he's not going to run the club the way Ghost did.
But the thing about it is, like, Ghost is probably going to try his best to, like, keep in touch with Dre. It's still, like, well, the thing is, sorry.
So, anyway, so then we get back to Ghost, and Ghost is breaking into Greg's apartment.
Oh, my God!
He's breaking into Greg's apartment. He breaks in through the window. He's looking around. Everything seems normal, and then he gets to this wall. I think before he got to the wall, he saw Angie's brother.
Mm-hmm.
Why would y'all break his heart like that?
He needed it.
I instantly got mad and was like, why would y'all do that? Don't be hurting his feelings.
Fuck him.
So anyway, so then he sees the David Rosenwald. He sees that Greg has been looking into the Lobos murder. He has pictures of him. He has pictures of Tommy. He has pictures of Angie. He just sees that shit is sick, and the next thing you know, he hears fucking Angie. Angie pops the fuck up while he's breaking in. What a coincidence.
And I'm like,
what a goddamn coincidence.
Like, you do so much backwards ass shit, Greg. Why would you give her a key? Like,
okay.
I still don't understand how Angela and Greg are fucking with that wall of Lobos and Jamie right there on the side. Like, it's gross.
So Angie leaves, you know, after Ghost hides or whatever, and then Ghost leaves back out, but
he all troubled.
Ghost is like all jumbled and fumbled because he, you know, Angie scared the shit out of him. She popped the fuck over. Like, he already is trying to accept the fact that they're fucking again. I mean, if it's a bra over there, they're fucking. Okay,
right.
This is not no scheme. They're fucking. And, you know, he's shaking up about that. Then she pops up. So you really are fucking him. Like, you really did just connect the dots. You got okay. So he's all fucked up. He dropping the fucking tools, and he didn't fix the window back right. And he had to take his glove off, and then a fingerprint got on the goddamn window. And Ghost. See, this is why he needs to go legit. He getting rusty. Like, he doesn't want to do this anymore. He doesn't want to be this criminal. Damn it. Okay, so then we get back to Greg, and Greg, it happens to be actually meeting up with, I think he was actually from like Homeland Security. Mm-hmm. And it was actually somebody that used to train Greg. I guess they had to go through that before they...
Something.
Whatever.
Well, it might have been some fucking back alley shit that he shouldn't have been doing.
Right, so basically somebody else that he can vent to and tell about what the fuck is going on, and now this new evidence that they have.
Damn.
And so basically the guy is like, he thinks Greg is crazy, okay?
Yo, the thing about it is though, at this point in life, Greg is white boy crazy.
Right.
Like, he has lost his mind. He looks
crazy as shit.
You know who he remind me of? That fucking crazy ass movie Fear. That
yeah.
You like shit like that. Like, he has lost his mind. He don't have no color. Like, his complexion is just, he's just fucked all up. Like, it don't look like he's taking care of himself at all.
Right, so he's, you know, he's basically telling them you're crazy, and he's like, shit, well, I thought if I could bring it to anybody, I could bring it to you, and he's like, this shit doesn't matter, because the thing is that you're going to go to jail either way.
Right.
Like, if you take this shit in, you are doing this shit illegally. Like, this wasn't on the books, Greg. Are you stupid, or you need to... Okay. Like, I understand that you have all this information. You have this big confession. Woo! You found out it was Tommy on the tape. You're still going to get in trouble. Like, is it worth you going to jail? Cool. So, you know, Greg is just... He don't know what the fuck to do. So, then we get to Ghost driving. Can I just say something before I go any further? Because I should have been said it. I don't know when y'all filmed the season finale episode. I really don't. Like, I don't know if Omari had just came back from vacation or what. I don't know. He is so fucking fine. Like, his complexion in this episode, I know that they put makeup on him, but no. The man is just...
The thing about Omari, and let's just do a side. Just a side step.
Jesus.
The thing about this man is, he looks good in every scene. Even the scenes when he first wakes up out of bed and he has morning breath. He looks amazing. And it's just like, every muscle on his body is defined. He actually looks like a black man sculpture.
He looks sculpted.
Crafted by the fingertip of God.
For me! Like, for me! I just didn't get to him first.
Oh my God, this man's shoulders, neck and arm and chest combo. Father God.
Let's just say I was with Ghost.
Father God. I don't think people should look that good.
If he was with me, like I literally would squeeze him all the time. Like while we was I would just be like
touching him, squeezing him, hey, like all over him. I could literally, I would be a fucking shirt.
Now I said that was if I was with him. If I wasn't with him, like let's just say I was one of his co-stars, you know, I just happen to be one of those people that see him every day. Every time, hey, alright, how are ya? I would be all. His wife would be like, no.
Oh my God, you would have to get a restraining order.
You would need a restraint. Good God, I just had to get that out.
Yes, like whew, I would always have to touch him. Hey. How have you been? Like this man.
You know what was my favorite scene with him tonight was the part when he was talking to Proctor, because he was kind of like getting dressed and he was buttoning up his shirt and then he sat down and it was like his shirt was being swallowed.
It's like they sew it on him like to fit him perfectly. Like what material are these shirts to lay up on his body like that?
I just wanna bite him. Like I just wanna.
I would sop his ass up with a biscuit. Like, are you serious?
Like, I feel like as females, we both can talk about him, but like, let's not go that far.
Fuck off.
Back up off my man.
No, fuck you. He's amazing, man. He looks beautiful.
So okay, that's enough of Ghost appreciation. Sorry, I couldn't let it go another second.
I'm always ready to join in.
Because I thought about the scene that was coming up. I thought about him and his coat, the coats and scarves that he wears.
This man in this scarf.
Oh God, I just want
young man.
I couldn't be Tasha or Angie. Like every time I saw him, I would be hopping on him. Like
I would be like,
DTF. Those texts that Angie was DTF every day. Anytime.
I would just be asking Courtney all the time, like, is there a scene where I touch you? Can you write one in? Wow. I need to touch him.
Wow. You remember our plans are like if and when we have a husband and like the three.
Don't make us sound like old cat ladies.
All right.
What are you doing?
All right, sorry.
What did you just do?
Let me get back into.
Oh, you gonna have to edit that out.
So anyway, Ghost gets pulled over by Greg. It never happened. In my beeping. It never happened. That conversation never happened. I mean, don't comment about it. I swear, if you leave a comment, I'm blocking you. Never happened.
Bitch, you better delete it. I'm not even playing.
Alright. So Ghost gets pulled over by Greg, and it's weird. It's like, why the fuck are you Greg? Like
Greg looks like a junkie.
You can see the crazy, like his beard is getting thicker. The craziness in his eyes, it's like his eyes are going
right.
They're red. His hair is flying everywhere. He's crazy. He pulls him over. I didn't like the way he manhandled Ghost. Like instantly, you know, rest in peace, Greg. But in that moment, I wanted him to.
The
like,
thing about it is,
snap your neck. Don't
he
you ever.
Fucking only hoped and wished that what's his name, Ghost would have punched him in the fucking face.
Child.
Because that would have been a reason for him to like shoot.
Exactly.
So like, I feel like that was his plan.
So, you know, he yokes him up and he's basically, you know, trying to threaten him and tell him he got the shit on him. And, you know, Ghost is no dummy. This is not his first time around the block. So he's just like, listen, if you had anything on me, I would be in the back of your car by now. So get the fuck out of here. So Greg goes back to plan 2 because remember, if he gets one of them to go to basically flip on one another, then he can actually use the tape. Without that, he can't use that fucking tape. Like, it's void. So he's basically like, well, look, flip on Angela. Like, I know she was the one that did this for you and did that for you and yada, yada, yada. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know Ghost. I don't know Angie. I don't know you. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not helping you. Like, Greg, you are so thirsty. It's like you wanna go to jail. Anyway, he basically he calls him crazy. He tells him that he's crazy, and you know they keep it moving. So we get back to Ghost and Tommy, and they basically meet up. And in this part when they met up, what happened?
Basically, he was like, "It's about time we got here." And he was like, "I just got pulled over," and then he was just telling him about Mike Malone.
Oh yeah.
Sign the paper, and then he's gonna shoot your ass.
Yeah, see, this was the part where I started to rejoice, because you remember when we left last week, we didn't know what was gonna happen. We didn't know if Tommy was really flipping on us. We didn't know. Like, I didn't know we were on the same team. So when this scene happened, like, I was a little lost for a moment. Like, I looked at Tanae and Simone, I was like, wait, is the band back together again? Like, is everything good?
I knew everything.
I was so happy. Like, Tommy was like telling him everything that happened. I was so happy. I was so happy. Like, that part right there gave me so much joy. Y'all don't even know. Like, it was almost like a weight lifted off of my shoulders. Like,
it really was.
This show is just, I'm too emotionally involved.
That's the thing.
So, Jesus. So, Mike, yeah, here we go to the big scene. So, basically, Greg has called Mike over.
Because he's ready to spill the beans.
He's ready to spill the beans. He's excited. He has everything that he needs. It's still just voice. So he's like, well, maybe if I call Mike, we can somehow still pin this on Angela and be able to use the tape. So he calls Mike, and he's telling Mike, and, you know, Mike's kind of like, listen, if this shit is, you know, you did this illegal off the records, we can't even use this shit, like, so it doesn't matter.
Basically.
Meanwhile, he's like, no, like, just listen. So he's like, you want a beer? Like, let me try to get this nigga comfortable so he'll just listen. In the midst of getting the beer, he gets a phone call from the federales. Remember, we're waiting on that that phone call to find out about that the call. I mean, about the tip. So basically, they call and they're like, no, Rivera. What's it about Rivera?
Adrian Rivera.
Yeah.
Is no longer with us.
Yeah, he's no longer with us. He's been dead for over a year. So no.
You got the wrong guy.
Wrong guy. So, in that moment, Greg gets flashbacks. And I instantly fall in love, Courtney, because I know you don't like flashbacks. I mean, I know you don't like back in the day ones, but any flashbacks I can get on Power, I'll take, because I'm a flashback girl. Who was that? I said I'm a flashback girl, and they was like, you need to go watch such and such and such and such. I can't even remember what they said.
I don't know, but you are a flashback girl.
I am. I love a good flashback. But anyway, so Greg starts getting little flashbacks of just little stuff that Mike has done, and it all makes sense. Like, Mike is the leak. It's him. He saw him coming out that building, so he knows for sure. Like, that phone call just sealed the fucking deal. It's not Angela, it's Mike. So he goes back out there and gives him the beer, and, you know, they're still talking about the plan or whatever, and then he's like, no, wait, that doesn't make sense, because she couldn't have known, because it was only me, you, and such and such and such and such in the room. Angie wasn't in the room, so Mike's kind of looking like,
shit, he got
so he's just kind of like, who was that you was on the phone with? And he tells him, and
basically he's like, I got you, bitch.
I got you. And Mike's like, no, like, we can still blame this on Angie. And he's telling him all the different ways they can do it. And he's like, you know, Angie is dirty. I believe that she has done some fucked up stuff, but she didn't do this one. Like, not only is he accepting the fact that that Mike is the leak, he's also accepting the fact that, oh my God, like, Angie wasn't lying. Like, it really wasn't her. It really is Mike. Like, I can't believe this shit. And, you know, Greg is like, no. Like, he's basically like, I can't help you with that one. He pulls out the gun. Greg's like, wait, I'll help you. Da-da-da-da-da-da. But he's still not convincing enough. Greg ain't saying the right shit. Greg don't want to live.
You know what? See,
clearly.
Because I would have never confessed to who was on the phone.
Yeah, definitely not.
You know, who was on the phone? You know what?
To the fucking office after Mike left.
I was like, you know what? It's update on my shit with Ruiz.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
We gotta go.
Yeah.
Like, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
I don't understand. Like, I don't get you, Greg. Greg, I'm starting to think that you wanted to die, but
he did.
You know, Mike did the right thing, because as soon as you pulled the gun out, listen, we were all in here like, free going off in here, okay? We ain't never been so excited for somebody to get killed. I'm sorry. You know I get emotional when people die. I can't lie. I do feel it. I mean, it's just like the weirdness that you feel when someone dies. I'm not sad, but it just feels something's wrong. Something happened, something bad. And it's like, damn, like...
I was more sad about Holly dying than I was about Greg. Definitely. And I was happy about Holly.
Definitely. Greg, so, you I mean, like, Holly brought it on herself, but Greg,
you really brought this on yourself.
Really brought this on yourself.
You could have did better than this. And my whole thing with this is it's just like... You could have... First of all, where was your gun? Like, you really didn't think this nigga out?
You didn't think this out? Like, after he got the phone call, he could have even been like, after he gave him the bed, like, give me a second. Go put your gun on. The fuck? Like, what are you doing? You want to die. Like, he was... I mean...
Greg was ready to die.
The sad part is, because a lot of people always come in the comments and they're always like, but you guys seem to forget that Greg is the realest nigga on here. Greg is the one that's actually doing the things right. Listen, at the end of the day, Greg is actually a good cop, but he just is one of those
He's in the way
that get on your nerves, that they just care about their job too much.
You know when you be somewhere and you be like, they just take their fucking job.
Right, Greg.
Like, the thing is,
Greg.
We had this shit, like, you know, it's good. Like, you gotta keep on digging. So
Mike killed him, and it's just crazy because it's like he shot him in the stomach, then he shot him in the neck.
I'm happy it wasn't Mike that died because I really like Mike.
I was starting to think that Mike was about to die. I
thought Mike was going off himself.
Yeah, because you did say that. He was like, I hope he don't kill himself. That's crazy, but that's like another big thing that's going to go into season 4. It's like Mike, the rat, the leak, he's still alive. I mean, Lobos is dead and stuff, but Lobos is coming back to haunt Mike. Like, something's coming back to haunt Mike. I don't know what it's going to be because, you know, after he died, he put the burner in Greg's house to basically make it look like Greg was the leak all
That wasn't smart at all. Like,
you think it's going to trace back to Mike?
I just don't think that was that great of an idea to do. Like,
so,
I mean, because it's not like they really going to, if they don't investigate it anymore, but so I just feel like something's going to happen.
So, right after that, like, it was crazy because that's the same thing that happened on Scandal. When James died, the very last scene we saw was him actually dead. And then as soon as it came back on, it showed him the next day still on the ground once all the officers got there. And that's how they did Greg. The very next scene, it was showing Greg the next day still on the floor. He was being investigated. The black guy was in there actually like, damn, because he had just talked to Greg, telling Greg that he needed to figure something out. So that even made him look bad before they even found the burner, because it's like, did he kill himself because he got caught up?
Right.
Like, I mean, well, obviously he didn't kill himself, but he must have been up to no good or something. Angie comes over, Sax is at the door, and he's like, damn, they called you too. And she's like, what? They open the door, she sees Greg dead, and it's kind of like, she's like, what? Wait, what? Like, she sees him, but she's like, what? And then when he comes rolling by, she's like, what? My heart broke. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I know y'all don't like Angie, but I felt bad that he died, because she actually, even though they've had their bad past, they actually did have a good friendship in the beginning.
True.
They did, and I know seeing your dead friend, it's fucked up. Like, it's crazy. Like, she was really in shock. Like, I felt bad for her in that moment.
But, I mean, the thing is, she doesn't even know that it was, I mean, if he wouldn't have found out the information and that he found out, it would have been a good idea that he was dead, because he was still trying to get your ass to go to jail.
It's like all of this happened because Angie and Greg hooked up with each other. Things would have been, Angie and Ghost. I mean, things would have been, either way, she would have found out about Ghost, but by the time she would have found out, by the time she would have caught back up with Ghost, she would have found out that he was the drug dealer, because, you know, when she started that case, that's how they introduced it. They was introducing that she was looking for this big drug dealer. She was looking for the distributor. So when she would have met back up with him, it just would have been at the club. It would have been at the fucking precinct. But at least we wouldn't have went through all this, because so many bad things have happened just because those two got together. Like, it sucks.
Look at Tariq.
But okay, so let's just keep going. Like, this is
right.
This is
some real shit.
This is some real shit. So okay, so we get to Tariq. Speaking of fucking Tariq.
This is like a whole nother story.
Right.
This is like a whole nother show.
We just got done with this big finale of Greg dying, and here we go. Back to another. Okay. So we get to 50 Cent and, let's call Kane and Slim.
Kane.
Whoever he is.
Whatever.
And Tariq. And, you know, they're sipping, kikiing, and Slim's giving him some advice on girls, you know, they say no the first time, just go back around.
I'm sitting there thinking like,
this how fuck boys are created?
Worst advice I've
Is this how they're breeded?
It has to be.
Fuck boys raising fuck boys. That's the problem. I can't. So anyway, he's like, he was gonna make Tariq a D-boy. Here we fucking go. It was like clinking myself into the roller coaster. So, you know, he's like, nah, I think I should go to school. And he like, I knew you was a bitch.
No, he like, what is it?
Oh, yeah, first he asked what it was.
And then that's when 50 Cent went off on him and was like,
that's what it was.
Like, I think I should go to school. And he like, I actually need you to take this to Ray Ray. And he's like, what is it? And then he went to fuck.
You're like, I thought you was smarter than that to not to know to ask what it is. You ain't ready, never mind. And he like, I'll take it. I ain't no bitch, I'll take it. I'll take it. Tariq want to be a big boy so
bad. Sit your ass down.
Damn.
And time out.
God damn it. So, and we get back to Tasha, and Tasha's being weird. Okay, this scene freaked me out. I'm just like, this is exactly how bitches be after dick when they not with that person. You know y'all shouldn't have did it anyway, but you get fucking attached. She talking about why you get here so late?
Did you go see Angela?
It doesn't fucking matter. We ain't together.
I can ask you whatever the fuck I want to ask you in my house, at my table. Bitch, where was you at last night?
So he's telling her, you know, what's going on, and then she's like, you know, no, I was with fucking Tommy, and Tommy told me that he killed Ruiz, which means he did that shit on purpose because he knew what I had set up, and he's like zapping out, and Tasha's thinking in her head like, oh shit, I fucked it up because I told Tommy. So that's why Tommy went, I'm gonna kill this nigga Tommy. So anyway, so then he slips up and he makes mistakes and says, after I helped him with Holly. And she's like, what's good? What do you mean you helped him with Holly? And I'm like, yes, because this was one of my predicaments. I was hoping that she found out about Holly. And he's like,
hey, Raina,
let me help you with the tattoos. But she kind of looking like,
I will fucking kill you.
I will fucking kill you. So
right, that's exactly what her face is.
Instantly, Tasha texts Tommy like, where the fuck are you? We need to meet up. You now. Fucking asshole. Now. I'm just like. So then we get back to Milan and Tommy and Milan's right hand guy. So basically, they are about to, you know, form their own little group. Like, I didn't even see it coming. Like, did I miss something? What did they discuss when they got together? Milan's right hand man and Tommy.
He said, you mean like what did they say for him to?
What did they discuss? I know he said that he was telling him that Tommy was telling him that he had to trust him.
Yeah, he was like, basically because I know that Milan be bitching you. You his bitch boy. He show you more love than he showed me more love than he showed you. I got a plan that'll make us both rich and shit. And he like, but you gotta trust me. And I guess the man was like, alright.
I kind of just feel like this is a bad idea too, Tommy, but whatever. I mean, I just feel like I feel like Tommy and Ghost are always making fucked up decisions. Like, they don't. This is just more to worry about in season 4. Like, how am I stressed out about season 4 and it's not even here yet? Yeah. I gotta wait a whole nother year.
My whole thing with everybody on this show, like being mad at Ghost being in the game, is just like, wanting to be out is, how long do you want to be in? Like, how long do you want to do this shit? Like, how long are you supposed to sell drugs? Like, this isn't a lifestyle. Like, it's not a forever thing. Like,
yo, I got a cousin.
You have to get out of that.
I got a cousin that been nickel and diamond since I was younger.
And that's sad.
That's sad. Like, Reggie, too. Not even loud. Okay, so then we get back to the feds, and, you know, everybody's kind of sitting at the table waiting for this meeting, and they're all still in the morning in shock of Greg being dead still. And MJ and the guy that come in remember they were investigating about the Lobos leak. And they're basically like, you know, in the midst of us finding, you know, Greg dead, we also found the burner that was making the phone calls with the Lobos Connect. So, you know, Greg actually was really crazy. Like, we weren't just making it up. He actually was nuts. He was the leak. And look, Mike's sitting in the corner like, ooh, damn, that's crazy.
I don't believe that.
Because look, Zach to Angie, I he's still like, he's what, Greg?
Cool as a
That makes no sense. He was trying to prove so hard, so he was. That's crazy. No, I don't believe that.
I don't believe that.
Team too much. Like poor Greg. Poor Greg. Mike. That's damn.
Right.
Like I knew Greg was going. I was excited about Greg dying, but you ain't had to shit on his name.
Right. Crazy.
So anyway, MJ's leaving now, and she's like, a special sorry to you, Angie, because we found some other shit. We found your tampons, your condoms, your dental dam,
Your fucking bras,
your
your
USB cords, your thongs, your bag of weed in the corner. We found all your shit, so we know you were still fucking them, alright? I feel sorry for you. And I feel sorry for him that he still was fucking you after all the shit that you did to him.
Right.
Damn. Sayonara. Like, MJ was a bitch from the time she entered this season until she left.
It's
Please
like,
don't bring her to season
why
4.
not?
She's a bitch. So, Tommy comes over, and, Tasha's kind of flipping out, like, why the fuck did you do that? I'm actually thinking that Milan, us getting rid of Milan isn't a bad idea because he's dangerous. And at the end of the day, I know Ghost does some fucked up stuff, but that's still my baby father and I love him. So I need to protect him from even himself. And he's like, listen, y'all just need to listen to me. I got this plan going on. That wasn't part of the plan. I got this on lock. So she's like, all right, well, whatever the fuck. So he walks away and she's like, hold up. And what is he talking about? He helped with Holly. Y'all, I don't know what it is that when Holly's name is mentioned, but something clicks in his head.
It's like, Holly? What the fuck?
You better call Becky with the good hair. Girl?
It's just like, what?
What did you say? Like,
the man is a nut.
What did he say to her?
Who?
What did he say to Tasha?
He was like...
He said something like, stick with the plan.
Yeah, stick with the plan, Tosh.
But like, what the look that he gave her, it kind of scared her, and she kind of backed away. Like,
yo, he is crazy. It's all his eye went black. Like his eyes went black. Like, no, it's weird.
So then we get to the diner. Remember, Greg just died. It's crazy because before I even saw Courtney's thing at the end, I was like, why are we at this diner? This was the diner where they met up. This is the place Angie likes the fries. And I even noticed that when she left, it was raining. And in the scene, remember that was like one of their first kisses under the umbrella. Jane Miller fans, y'all read me. So anyway, they're talking and, Ghost is just all chipper. Like, I told you, Angie. I told you I was just trying to protect you. I was trying to protect you from Greg.
Like Greg.
I got you. I'm protecting you from Greg. We can do everything now. I love you. I would never hurt you. I didn't mean to do that. And, it's kind of basically sounding like you killed Greg so me and you could be together without any issues.
But he never said that.
He never said that, but it was almost like a dead giveaway. Like, he just kept mentioning how he was just trying to protect them. He wanted them to be back together. And looking in from... That's what I told my friends. And we'll talk about that at the end. But looking from Angie's point of view... Ghost was innocently framing himself for Greg's murder. He didn't even know. He didn't even know that Greg was dead yet. But if you listen to everything he said, it almost sounds like he was telling her, I killed Greg so we could be together. I just want you.
I want you to hear him. I want shit.
Let me finish. Let me finish. I'm not, and let me say this also. I'm not trying to, before we even get to that ending scene, because we ain't even about to debate and argue. I'm not trying to take up for Angie. I'm being dead ass serious. It really sounded like to me that from her point of view, he was telling her that he killed Greg. Now, I feel like the right thing for her to do was to lock his ass up. Do I want Ghost locked up? No, I don't. Am I giving Angie an excuse? No, I'm not. But if he's telling her that he killed him, this is also someone that she cares about. Obviously, Ghost, you're a crazy person. Like, Ghost wouldn't even kill Greg. If that was the case, he would have been killed him. He cares about Angie too much to kill Greg because that would affect Angie. So she would have no choice but to lock him up. But we're not even at that part. Go ahead, I'm listening to you.
I don't give a fuck about none of that. And that's just where I'm at. to all that what you just said, I don't give a fuck about none of that.
So basically, he thinks everything is peaches and cream. Angie basically says, this is over. I never want to see you again. He's like, but why? I thought everything was cool. Like, because he's thinking everything's cool.
He doesn't even know that Greg's fucking
He doesn't
dead.
even know that Greg's dead. She walks out. He's left looking sad. And then I'm just like, when I watched that ending thing, Courtney, and you were just saying that how, you know, you went back on like some of their scenes where it was actually a happy moment and you made them all sad.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved it.
Mood. Jay Miller fan. So then we get to Tariq, and you know Tariq is going to go deliver this package, but come to find out, you know, I was scared as shit. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Before I even knew it was a test, I was shitting myself because if it's anybody that something bad has happened to, like me and Tanea, pretty much at this point we're fed up with their asses, so we're like, yeah, I can't wait till that happens. This is Ghost's and Tasha's son. I don't want something bad to happen.
See, this is what my thing was. I really wanted him to be getting really locked up, so it would come back to his parents that he's being bad right now, and they really need to look into his life to see what's going on. Like, literally, your son is living a whole nother life, and his parents have no idea what's going on. And like, but y'all are such a what is it called? Like, y'all are like over y'all kids. Y'all take them in school. Y'all pick them up. Y'all take them on. Like, you know, they're
close knit.
Yeah, it's like close knit. So how is he living this whole other life? Like,
because they're busy dealing with
it's crazy.
The thing is that I just don't want to see Tariq hurt. And like, my stomach was hurting. I was so scared because at first I thought it was real. But, you know, once we found out it was a really jukebox, I'm like, wait a minute. First of all, where did you come from? Oh, Jesus. How y'all gonna bring jukebox back all the way to the last episode? Now I gotta deal with this bitch in season 4 too. Jesus. So, you know, we found out that it was actually a test to see if he was snitched because, you know, they got him in the car. They're telling him all the bad things that could happen to him. If they don't tell him where these drugs were going, he doesn't say anything.
It's not drugs. It was a gun.
I mean, a gun. I mean, you get props, you know, from me, Tariq, because that's the ghost in you, you know. You got the loyalty in you. I like that. I mean, even though you're an idiot,
loyal to the wrong person,
right? Even though you're an idiot, I like that. So, you know, basically, it's like he passed the test. Like, he didn't say shit. So he really is ready for this work, you know, because Jukebox got one idea, Kanan got another fucking idea. You know, they on two separate sides.
Kanan trying to have him a son.
Exactly. So then we get to Angie, and she goes back to Greg's house, and she's just, you know, looking around to see if, you know, anything's out of the, you know, ordinary.
Oh yeah, because MJ says in the meeting something about having his windows unlocked.
Yeah, and she's like, Greg would never leave his windows unlocked. Like, that's not like him. And Sax is like, you would know. Sax is asshole, a creepy asshole at that. So, you know, she goes back, she looks at the window, and she sees that it has been tampered with. Like, it was something wrong with it. So her handy dandy ass fucking investigation, walking around with fucking fingerprint and feathers and fucking black lights and shit.
Bitch,
she pulled that shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Bitch, you ain't did no goddamn work for 3 goddamn seasons.
What the hell?
Now you're a real investigator, girl.
So she gets the fingerprints. You know, we're all freaking out. We're all freaking out because we're like,
because I knew it. I said it when he shut the window in the beginning of the episode when he first shut the window. I was like, why would you leave your handprint? They're gonna get it. Like.
So, you know, she gets these fingerprints. We're all freaking out because, first of all, this isn't like Ghost. Like, Ghost isn't sloppy like this. And, you know, that was sloppy, but I feel like he got paranoid when he dropped that tool because Angie had just left out. She could have heard the fucking tool dropping and looked up. So, I mean, I get it, but it's like, oh, shit. So, you know, she takes the the fingerprints back to the job to scan them to see if they belong to Jamie. And, you know, she's shaking and freaking out because she doesn't want it to be this. Like, she doesn't want to believe that he actually killed Greg. Meanwhile, Zach's creepy ass comes in. You know, he comes in to, you know, basically say, you know,
you want this dick or not?
Do you want to Netflix and chill in the name of Greg?
Not even Netflix. You want this dick?
Do you want to cuddle? What? She's like, what? He's like, well, you know, sometimes things get like this one thing. She's like, no. And he's like, well, just in case you change your mind down the hall.
No. It's gross.
Comment under this if you're a fan of Zach. I can't find one fan of him because I just...
You know who Zach remind me of? The guy from Orange is the New Black.
Who?
The sucky CEO.
Oh, Porn Stash that everybody hates. Exactly. Yeah. So we get back to Tariq and you know Tariq's Jukebox is getting to know Tariq a little more. Her and her homeboy that helped kidnap his little ass or whatever the fuck they did. And you know they're talking, they're sipping, and you know she's basically finding out that Ghost is actually rich now. Like this is a rich kid we're dealing with. Like so she goes to Kanan like, what's the plan? Like I actually feel like we should kidnap him for ransom,
right? Get
money, and then we should kill him. And she's like, "You're still sticking to the plan, right?" And I was like, "Let me find out." Kanan got a heart.
Kanan want a son.
Kanan don't want to kill him.
This was the son that he wanted in Drake.
Right? I mean, and Sean. This is the son he wanted.
But see, this also leads me back to my point because I was like rewatching the one earlier when he was telling Jukebox that he killed Sean or whatever. And she was like, well, when Sean chose you, Ghost over you, he was an enemy. But if you think about it, Ghost raised Sean.
Right.
So why would he choose you? You're a fucking stranger.
Right.
And it just goes to take me back to dumbass. Your father raised you. Like, how could you not be loyal to him?
Well, you know, once you turn like a teenager, you become a different person.
Yeah, you do get really rebellious. And it just seems like at the time of his rebellion is when Ghost decided to cheat on his fucking wife.
Right.
Another bitch.
So, you know, basically, that's what Jukebox is telling him. Like, you need to stick to the fucking plan. We're going to kill him and we're going to get money. We're going to dig in that wallet and we're going to dig in that heart. So, it is what it is. But I was kind of happy to see, you know, because that's not a quality of 50 Cent or Kanan or Slim or whoever.
Nobody I knew that
I've never seen it. I've never seen it. So, yeah. Whew. Woo! So the night is going good for Ghost. They're at the party, you know. The deal is going through. They're signing and shit. But first, you know, Dre lets in his homeboys and they all dressed up. And I'm kind of thinking now, what the hell is about to happen here? Why are you letting me, you know, Ghost is going to zap the fuck out.
I knew it was something good. I could feel it.
I didn't know. I thought some bad shit was about to happen. Like, I thought it was about to be a big shootout at the corner.
No, definitely not. Especially when he was like, this can't be no such and such. He was like, this can't be no ghetto shit. Like, you got to be real good with this. There's a lot of white people in here. You can't scare them. I was like, oh, they about to do some shit. Yes. What are we about to do?
So, you know, and then my other clue should have been when Tasha got smart with the girl. I'm like, I was like, why the fuck is she getting smart with her? She want to get shot?
The fuck are you doing here?
Tasha like, what the fuck are you doing here? I'm like, oh shit. First of all, I was like, oh shit. Let me find out Mrs. St. Patrick in the building. And like, let me find out y'all to put the Patricks
She was
tonight.
Tosh.
Let me find out y'all the Patricks tonight. Let me find out Ghost dressed you. Because you know you don't know yourself no more and you don't know how to dress yourself.
Girl, don't do that. Don't fucking do that.
But anyway, so...
Don't fucking do that, bitch. Because I read fucking Courtney's little message where she was talking about Angela's clothes and she was like, yeah, we had to dress her better since she's with Ghost. Because
I peeped that.
Yeah, so I'm just
But
saying.
she still knows herself.
No, let's not talk about a bitch who lost herself and I'm we're
not going to do that right now.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, back to what I was saying. So, you know, after...
Ever comfort Tasha.
So after the, you know, Karen Basson in the database, they signed the deal and he's like, you know, I'm glad we're doing this. This is a great job, blah, blah, blah. Milan comes over because he sees he signed. So that means it's time for action to happen. And Ghost is like, man, get the fuck out of here. I don't want to hear shit you got to say. And then, you know, Milan is like, are you sure you want to say that? As soon as Milan looks like he even has a thought, Ghost pulls out the gun. And Milan is like, this is stupid. And he basically looks around like, all my niggas is here. And Ghost is like, all of mine is
like,
here.
but no, look at your niggas again. Who's next to you?
All of his men got another man. It reminded me of 007. I'm a big GoldenEye fan on Nintendo 64. When you got to go in and save the hostages, every one of Milan's men had a black guy with a gun up to their asses. And I was just like...
And then, oh shit!
Right.
Then here comes Tasha.
Yo!
Go!
When Tasha pulled that shit out, I was like, yes, Tasha!
That was, I went like,
I pulled a Simone. Woo!
full soprano.
Yes, I was so happy. I was so happy. Like, I was so relieved.
Tasha's time to shine.
I'm so used to Milan winning and, like, outthinking.
Yeah, like,
I was all in here like, did it work, y'all? Is this really
and
gonna
we
work?
in here screaming.
They all like, yes! She in here screaming, yes, black man! Yes, black man! I'm like, this will go fucking Black Lives Matter on you. Quick. Okay? Okay. So anyway, we're still freaking out because Ghost brings him in the back. We see Tommy back there with a car. Tommy's like, I'm like, oh shit, so, because I'm still iffy about the Tommy and Ghost really together now. So I'm like, shit, they really are. Like, Tommy's plan worked. Oh my God! Woo! Like, I was so excited. Like, Tommy's plan actually worked. I'm really happy about it. But we're also cussing Tommy and Ghost the fuck out. Like, why are we doing this? Why are we pulling the Lobos? Why are we dragging him different places? Shoot him down! Shoot him in the head. Both of y'all, back and front. Shoot him 2 different ways in the head. Get rid of him now. Don't travel with this nigga. He's crazy. So anyway, they get him. They shoot him up, and they're like, we could have killed you back there, but we wanted to let you know that we actually outsmarted you. Like, we wanted you to know that before you died that we outsmarted you.
That we got that ass.
I'm like, whoa, damn.
We wanted you to know.
And then they get that lovely shot of them just clack, 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 clack. Yes, Courtney! And it was crazy because before we even watched the ending part, Tanae was like, I just can't wait to see the shot of Tommy and Ghost dressed up together shooting. And I'm like,
I already knew it was going to be my favorite scene.
I will print that picture and frame it.
I love it. It's nice.
It's nice. Like, it was a beautiful thing. And, it was crazy because as soon as it was over, it was like, it wasn't even much discussion. It was just like he gave him the gun and he was just like, well, this is it.
Because because it was like you already knew, like, this is what this was for. Like, when we had this talk at the bar the other day, I'm never going to stop until I'm out. And then you can be whoever you want to be. Like, but I'm telling you what I want to do. Like, we laid everything out. So it's really not much to even talk about.
It still was kind of weird for me, though. I was just like, damn. But, just like at the ending thing, Ghost walks away like everything's great. He rides off into the sun. My plan has worked. Yes! It's over. Weight lifted off his shoulders. He really think that everything is okay. Now, I will agree with y'all. I've seen the light. Ghost has lost it. He's stupid if he... Why would you even think that it's over?
Not that quick.
This is some defiance ass shit. Like, it's never over.
It's never going to be over.
It's never going to be over. So, then comes Milan, right-hand man, a.k.a. Tommy's new right-hand man. And, he's just like, everything went good. So, next step is to start selling the drugs in the club. And he's like, do you think Ghost is going to be cool with that? And he's like, he's not going to have a fucking choice. I'm like, here we go with season 4, stressing me out again. Like, why do we got to go back into Tommy and Ghost beefing? Because if he starts that shit, it's going to be an automatic beef again. Right. I just want everybody to get along. At least Tommy and Ghost, I mean, I know it's a show and we want them to be beefing, but at the same time, it's like, not Tommy and Ghost.
Yeah,
we just went through a whole season.
On the same side.
A whole season of them beefing. Jesus Christ. But this was amazing. Like, the whole how they got rid of Milan, I just want to give y'all a hand clap because it was smart. That was a smart. I never thought of that idea.
Let me tell y'all, it was a lot of blood this episode though. Your girl was almost gagging.
Today I was stressed out. So we're getting to the end. So finally Tasha's home from the party and Raina's still sitting up and she's like, it's crazy because she kind of like low key fussing at Raina about still being woke, not even knowing your son is across town woke.
He's not home.
Hi.
He's not even fucking.
He's not
home.
even there. You don't even know where your son is. Here's a better question. Where's Yasmin?
You know what? Just like we put out an APB on
Where is
Keisha, we got to put one out on Yasmin.
Where's Yasmin?
And Big Mama. Where are they? Did they go on like a permanent fucking trip to Disney World?
We deserve the guest star from Big Mama because she, you know, I liked her and Tasha fights back in season 1.
No, but you want to know what? Tasha should have wowed her ass out just a little bit more.
So basically she's like, where's your brother? And she's like, I don't know, he's not here. And she's like, what? So she's like, yeah, he's hanging out with his friend Slim. And she's like, who the fuck is Slim? He's like, I don't know, but he knows you and Daddy from when you were younger, and he hangs with Dre. And she's like, because the same thing we're thinking, well, the only person that could be is fucking Kanan.
But he's supposed to be dead.
Exactly. So she's like, well, let me call him. And she's like, well, I already did that. He better fucking answer the phone for me. And we get back to Tariq. And this is the part, I feel like out of the whole show, this is where my stomach was hurting the most. Because it was scary to see. It instantly made me think of my godson. Like, if somebody was to take advantage of him, as much as he wants to be a big boy, when you raise a child from that little, you can still see the look in their eyes that they used to have when they were younger, when they were afraid. Yeah. And you could still see the baby in Tariq's face when he was, and you could tell he was really, really, really high. And he, you know, he's not.
He was like, this is not
feel the same. And it was just scary because he was like, you know, he looked at his phone and he was like, you know, I think I should call my mom back or she's going to keep calling me. She's going to worry. And he was just real high. I'm getting teary-eyed. It was scary because it's like, I would hope nothing would never happen like that. Like, I never want to not be paying attention enough to where something this bad, something out there is influencing my child that much. Like, please pay attention to your kids because this was just too scary. You know, it's really jukeboxes and shit out there and Kanans and shit. Like,
right. And like, the thing about it is, Kanan's a dumbass motherfucker. If you sit back and think about it, like, he is so easily influenced. Like, he thinks like he's the man or he's the shit, but like, he's so easily influenced. It don't make no sense. Like, it's crazy.
So Tariq faints because they done mix some shit in his lean. Obviously they put a pill or something in there, or they put extra, or it was, I don't know. So, you know, Jukebox goes to Kanan and she's like, are you ready? Like, are you ready to finish the plan? And he's like, hell yeah. Like, it's kind of like he want to say no, but he ain't no bitch. So of course I'm ready. So he sits with Tariq and puts his arm around him, which I thought they was going to show the whole picture of him, but they only showed his arm.
So he looked like Chester child molester.
Yeah, that's the first thing Samir said was, he looked like a fucking child predator. I'm like,
he did.
So you
like a fucking prom picture.
They send a picture to back to Tasha, showing Tariq fainted and the arm around him, and you don't even need to see Kanan's face to know it's him because he's burnt, he's dark skinned, it's fucking Kanan, okay?
It's a Chris.
And instantly she like has a fucking panic attack and Raina's like, what's wrong? And she's like, nothing, I just gotta call your father, go to bed. She calls Ghost and then we flip back to Ghost, and Ghost, you know, is talking to, I think,
Karen.
No, was it Karen?
Yes, he had just came back. And he was talking to Karen and them, and then
what were they talking about though? Oh, they were just talking about how she was like, he was like,
what do you think about Dubai? Like, you doing such a good job. He's like, that sounds great to me.
And he looks down. I just caught it, Courtney. Just like from when they first met.
It's sick.
Oh my God! When they first met, Ghost was busy talking and he looked down and he saw Angie walking through the club. And when he looked down, he saw Angie walking through the club! Oh no! You played with Jamila fans. This was like, you remember how Kanan was like, I'm gonna take him on a history lesson?
You took us.
Oh, did you just take, especially the Jamila? My heart is hurting right now. I'm not. So he sees Angie and he gets down there and he's thinking, oh my, like, I guess she really found out that everything I was saying was the truth. Like, she still loves me, yay. And he's like, yes, see, I told you, I love you, baby. He kissed her and what did she do? Jamie. You have the right to remain silent. Start pulling out the cuffs. I'm like, oh damn!
You cannot trust these people that work for the police.
I was stressed out because I was like, why does this have to happen again? Now let me tell you what my best friend did.
Every time he tried to make a fucking deal.
My best friend almost cussed me out because I didn't get to the pause button quick enough because she was out of air. She couldn't breathe. She couldn't breathe. She had a cover over her face. Do you want to know why? She didn't want to see Karen Bassett's face. No! 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 I don't want to see her! No! No! When I tell y'all, Tanea, you know how you be like, I was on the edge of my seat. Edge of her fucking seats, okay?
The thing about it is, I've seen Ghost lose so many deals with Truth that I really just couldn't watch.
Another one.
And the thing is, Karen Bassett's dad seems like a white man that doesn't like black people.
Well,
so like I just couldn't watch him, look at him like, yeah.
And the look that he gave me,
I'm so happy I didn't see it. Like, again, bitch. First you ain't had the money. Now you getting locked the fuck up.
What did I tell you? You wanted me to give this nigga a chance. I tried to tell you today ain't no good. And you know, Ghost is just kind of like, what are you talking about?
Because he really don't know what's going on.
Right. And she's like, he's like, Greg's dead? Like, I didn't do this. I just felt so bad. And, you know, after it went off, and, you know, Ghost had, I can't remember what Ghost said to her, but she said to him, it's the right decision. Ain't that what she said to him?
Yeah.
But that was the same thing he said to her when they broke up. Courtney.
My whole thing with this is...
Okay, so let's talk about it, because as soon as it went off, Simone and Tanea were kind of like, fuck that bitch. She want to be a police officer now. Out of the whole fucking season, now you want to be a police officer. She shouldn't have locked him up. So I'm going to let you go ahead.
No, I don't. Like, when the fuck did Greg become that important? Like, Greg, I mean, I know it is a life, but this is fucking James. Like, how are you going to lock him up for something that you don't even know if it really is true? Like, you don't know, bitch.
But like I said, you have to look at it from Angela's point of view. It literally sounds like he was telling her that he murdered him.
The thing about it is, Angela Ben knew that he was fucking, like, that Ghost is fucking janky as fuck. She knew that he was fucking Ghost. Like, she knew that he sold drugs.
But it's Greg.
But now that it's Greg is dead.
Why do you think Ghost hasn't been killed his ass? Because it would affect Angie.
So that would be all the more reason for her to be like, did he really do this?
But he was literally saying that he did it. Only thing he didn't say was, I killed Greg.
Because he didn't kill Greg.
But can y'all please come under here and explain to her that it basically sounds like that's what he was saying. That's why she locked him up. Now, I'm not taking up Angie. I'm not saying
thing about James St. Patrick is he's the type of person who will fucking admit anything. I did this for us. Like, he not no fucking Greg ass nigga. Like, what do you mean?
Tanea, her friend has just died. She's emotional. You know how you feel after somebody just died. Like, come on. Come on now. I know y'all hate Angie, but y'all have to at least understand why it went down the way it did. Come on now. You don't have to. You know what? You don't.
The thing is,
I
understand.
You can keep this feeling all the way until next July, because you're never ever going to listen to what it really is.
I'm not. I definitely am not.
She's annoying.
I feel the way I feel. She's not a loyal ass bitch.
So, like I said, I'm stressed out. You know,
been killed.
The craziest thing is that Tasha's never going to get that answer. You know why? Because Ghost is locked up. Who's going to help get Tariq back? Oh my God.
Fucking Uncle Tommy. My whole thing is, you know, it was so many times that I told you to kill this bitch Ghost.
No.
And you wouldn't because you was so in fucking love. Now this bitch has you about to go to jail for murder. Like, you should have been killed her. Like,
you don't kill people you love.
But you did the right thing, people up that you love. For murder.
This was a pretty long review, but I didn't mind it being long and making Tanea stay here longer because this is our last one until next year. I just want to say that I'm very happy with the results of these Power reviews. I'm glad that we made a decision to go the extra mile and start doing a separate review for Power because Power is a really good show, and especially for Tanea. Tanea really doesn't have a lot of shows, so this is like one of the only shows that she actually is dedicated to. So I just want to say thank you for actually going the extra. See, now she always tells me she needs acknowledgement, and then when I give it to her, she's like, "Okay, Tiff."
I just said thank you, Tiff.
Keep your eye roll. I also just wanted to say thank you to you guys. I want to say thank you to the new subscribers that we got once we started recording Power reviews, and you know. For the people who are only here for Power, I'll see you next year. I do have people that only watch certain reviews of mine, and I'm fine with that. You know, if I don't see you again until next July, that's fine. But you guys can stick around because we will still be here every Monday and Thursday. I also want to say that I'm stressed out because I really get attached.
I'm gonna be thinking about this for weeks.
I really get used to seeing ghosts every week. Like, this is actually depressing, okay? I don't want y'all to think that I'm okay right now. I'm really not feeling it. And I feel like tonight, once everybody sees it and I'm live tweeting and stuff, then it'll really feel final. Like, I feel like it's not final yet because the world hasn't seen it. So,
you know what? I just can't wait until this actually comes because I just know that Ghost is going to get off.
Definitely. That's what we were saying too.
His lawyer. Some fucking magic.
Exactly.
It's going to make Angela look like a real ass dumbass in her department. Like, this is just, I can't wait.
This is what we were saying. I should have recorded what me and my friends were talking about, you know, before we recorded. And I was saying, you know, I'm not really too worried. The only thing I'm worried about is we can't afford for an hour to go past without Ghost being able to do something about this cane and shit.
Yeah, like that's the only worry.
Right, that's the only worry. But Proctor's going to have wait until
this is what he gets paid for.
Like the look on Angela's face when she finds out that he actually didn't kill Greg. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to Proctor actually literally digging the feds in the asshole.
It's over. The season where Angela might get punched in the face by Tasha.
And no, Angela did that too, but Angela also might go to fucking jail. Like,
oh yeah, cause see, Tasha gonna be like, oh bitch, let me get some fucking dirt on you to go to jail.
Plus, Ghost is basically being wrongfully accused. Like, no matter how much jail that he spends in time, y'all owe him because y'all locked him up for no reason. He didn't do it. He is still going to have to explain his fingerprints being on that window, but still,
he can tell that without really telling it. Like, he may get some shit on, like, I saw them together, so I followed them and I looked at them through the window and I must have placed my hand. I mean, like, he can make up a story is what I'm saying.
He needs a good alibi.
Yeah,
he needs a good alibi.
He's gonna have one.
Because his other alibi was that he was with Tommy. He can't be like he was with Tommy Egan. You know, they stay on his ass. So.
He's gonna have an alibi.
So anyway, again, thank you, Courtney and the Power Writers, for another great season. You guys never disappoint me.
The only thing I'm sad is that it won't be coming on next week.
I just feel like, I always say this, I feel like Power does not get the acknowledgement that it deserves. And, you know, even if you don't get it this season, some things you have to be patient for. You know, my YouTube channel has not blown up as big as I would like it to. Like, I would like to be blown up like Lozelle one day, but, you know, it takes time. But sometimes you have to be patient. And, like, slowly but surely, me and Tanea's show are growing. So, like, Power is going to get its...
it's going to...
Y'all already been renewed for 2 more seasons, so y'all got plenty of time. Just be patient, and it'll come, because this show is a masterpiece. It's amazing. The writing is amazing, and you guys are amazing. So again, thank you for another great season. Thank you to the actors, and thank you to the viewers. And for my regular viewers, you guys know that I will see you on Monday for an all-new review. So for the people who have been watching, make sure you share this video. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother, your cousin, your sister, your brother. Tell somebody about the show. And we'll be back tomorrow with our regular video. We'll be back next year with an all-new Power review. And don't forget, we got the show shirts. So then take them out for our last Power review. Goodbye.
And if you didn't know, now you know. There is no show like the show that is so passionate about power that we do hour-long power reviews. See you guys next June.
Or
Peace
July.
And blessings. Or July. Peace and blessings. Hopefully by the time you'll see me next summer, I have dropped like 50 pounds.
Oh,
but
God.
maybe not. We'll see.
Tiffany and Tanea over and out.